Have you ever passed an old, abandoned house and just wondered who lived there? What were their lives like? Well, today we're going to dive into a story about just that, about how a physical place, just bricks and mortar, can end up holding our entire lives. It's a story about memory, about loss, and about what happens when that place is about to be torn down forever.
And it all kicks off with a phone call. Just a few simple words that change absolutely everything for a woman named Clara. Just imagine, you pick up the phone, it's an old friend, and they tell you that a huge piece of your past is literally about to be wiped off the map. That's the moment our story begins.
So this phone call, it's way more than just bad news. It's the starting gun for an unexpected journey. And it's a journey that sends Clara spiraling back in time, not just to a place, but deep, deep into the landscape of her own memories.
Her first reaction, of course, is just this wave of sadness. But it's not really for the building itself. You see, that house was the stage where her entire childhood happened. She can almost hear the echoes of herself playing there. And now, hearing it's going to be demolished, it feels like the memories themselves are about to be bulldozed too.
So she has to go. She just has to see it one last time. It's been years. And as she walks up to that old door and steps across the threshold, underneath all that peeling paint, she's not just walking into an old, empty building. She's literally stepping back into her own history.
But what she finds inside is a real gut punch. The house she remembers, the one that was always filled with so much life and laughter, it's gone. What's left is just a shell. It's old, it's broken, and the silence is just deafening. It's that shocking difference between the vibrant world in your head and the cold, decaying reality right in front of you. And as she stands there, just taking it all in, the little details paint this heartbreaking picture of neglect. The paint is flaking off the walls. The garden is just a tangle of weeds, and over everything there's this heavy, profound stillness. A quiet so deep it feels wrong in a place that used to be so full of noise and life.
So Clara goes further inside, and as she moves through the house, she starts to meet the ghosts of each room. It's like every doorway she walks through is a key, unlocking a totally different memory from another chapter of her life.
She starts in the kitchen, and believe it or not, after all this time, something is still there. A faint smell of cookies. Isn't it wild how a smell can just zap you back in time? In an instant, she's a little kid again, face covered in flour, baking with her mom. That scent doesn't just remind her of being happy, it makes her feel it all over again.
From the warmth of that kitchen memory, she steps outside into the garden. And yeah, it's a total mess. But seeing it this way, so neglected, actually makes the memory that comes next feel even more alive. You see, her father loved this garden. It was his whole world. She remembers being out here with him, her tiny hands helping his big ones plant seeds. She remembers how proud he was of every single flower. To see it all overgrown now, it almost feels like a betrayal.
Clara heads back inside and starts to go upstairs. The sound of the old stairs creaking is the only thing that breaks the silence. Each creak feels like a footstep taking her deeper and deeper into the heart of the house and deeper into her own past.
And those creaking stairs, they bring back a flood of memories of her brother. She remembers him in layers. First, he was the funny big brother, always hiding and tickling her. Then, as they got older, he became her protector. And now there's just the simple, aching truth. She really, really misses him. It's like the house holds every single version of him she ever knew.
Finally, she gets to the most personal room in the whole house, her old bedroom. So what memory is waiting for her in here? You'd think it would be another sweet, nostalgic one, right?
Nope. In her bedroom, she remembers heartbreak. And this is so important. The house wasn't just a place for the good times. It was the container for her entire life. All the joy, all the laughter, and yep, all the sorrow too. This house saw her through everything. So, after this tour through the ghosts of her own past, Clara walks back towards the front door, ready for one last goodbye. I mean, in just a few minutes, she has relived her entire life. The sadness is definitely still there, but something inside her has changed. She's reached a new kind of understanding.
She takes one last look around, and she realizes the house itself is, well, it's just a thing. It's old, broken, and empty. But the memories aren't about the wood floors for the peeling paint. They're about the people. Her mom, her dad, her brother.
And that's when it hits her. The house was never special on its own.
They made it special. The people, the love, the life that they poured into these rooms, that was the magic. The house, it was just the container that held it all.
And with that realization, she can finally let it go. She closes the front door for the very last time. It's such a quiet, simple thing to do, but it's loaded with meaning. She's saying goodbye to the building, but she knows, deep down, that she gets to keep all the parts that really matter. Clara's story seems to tell us that we carry that specialness with us, inside our memories. But it leaves us with a pretty big question, doesn't it? If it's the people who make a place special, where does all that magic go when the people, and eventually the place itself, are gone?